This research study focused on deepening my understanding of myself both as an audience member and an audience creator, and how these two important aspects of my life intertwine. Growing up in the age of social media, I always knew I was an audience member. My screen time averages out at around 8 hours a day, and sadly, a majority of that time is spent consuming content on various social media apps. What I really wanted to understand through this research is my position as an audience creator and how this position affects various aspects of my life. My main bias in pursuing media related research comes from never experiencing a world without media. Unlike generations before me, I have always had some form of media at an arm's reach. I have grown up on social media, which may create a bias in how I relate to media and alter my audience contexts. I also have demographic biases that shape my worldview overall. Being a white, cisgendered, middle class woman with access to higher education creates a bias as it alters my worldview and life contexts and affects the media I create and consume. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, my field site was my bedroom, and all of my work was primarily done in my bed. Though unconventional, this field site aided in my research as the sense of safety and comfortability allowed me to reveal my deeper feelings in my work. The context of my life and my study are heavily influenced by two major factors: capitalism and my time as a university student. Hyperconsumption and advertising have taken over every aspect of my life and my audience contexts. We are audience members everywhere we go because of the advertising capitalism forces on us and the ideologies forced on us because of the capitalist society we live in, such as the 40-hour workweek, shape our life contexts indefinitely. The second factor shaping my contexts is the pursuit of higher education. Being a university student has shaped my life experiences, behavior, and ultimately my relationship with the media. These last 5 years have changed who I am, and who I am fundamentally affects how I create and consume media. Data was collected by using field report prompts to fuel my thoughts about my own relations to the media. The data was recorded and organized using Google Docs, where each field report was timestamped and dated. From here, the data was coded using a series of themes: media, devices, people, feelings, companies, politics, and platforms, each with a corresponding color code. Once the notes were coded, the codes were organized using Google Sheets, where individual codes were filed under their respective theme, with the frequency of occurrence recorded beside them. One of the main patterns found in the coding was a clear dominance of negative feelings, with 25 terms being negatively oriented as compared to only 18 positive terms. We can also see a dominant pattern of new media or virtual media, such as texting, scrolling, and social media, as compared to more traditional forms of media, such as books. The main anomaly in the data goes against our first pattern, where although we see a dominant number of negative terms, the frequency of occurrence favors the positive feelings in the data, with the most occurring terms being enjoy and okay. This study occurred during a number of significant societal events. We have lived through one of the most influential presidential elections, seen an uproar of various important social movements such as the Black Lives Matter protests and environmental marches, and altered our way of life because of the COVID-19 pandemic. As the world changed, I have found through this research I have changed as well. This research provided me with a deeper understanding of myself as an audience creator. I never thought about the impact of my online presence after I pressed the post button, but this study allowed me to open my eyes to the media power I hold and made me realize that my media can affect others the way media affects me. I'm thankful for this and the new ability to be mindful of what I post and use my platform, no matter how big or small, for causes I truly believe in.